Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Rima Alexandra Vichuta, Child's Worth host. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Rima Alexandra Vichuta, Child's Worth host. It has been a while, and I'm glad to be with you again. Today, the word is gratitude. The reason for this is, if you'd seen me yesterday sat on the sofa, you would have, if you'd been with me, you would have seen me sat on the sofa in a nice, cozy room with fireplace on. So you would have seen me on laptop with eagerness in the eyes, and in the screen you would have seen a slightly older version of me, also leaning forward, listening to every word closely. Yes, you guessed it right, it's my mum. And you would have heard my mum saying, "If only I could have done more for you, Rima. Every day I walk around with that feeling." Do you ever get moments like that when you think of your children or someone or children you care for, and you think, if only I could have done more? Well, I'm sure you do already a lot, and my sincere advice to you would be, start listing 3 things to start with of great achievements for you as a parent every day. When you see those 3 things on the list getting quicker and quicker, make them to 5. Next, 10. That will allow you to see how much you already do and how great you are already as a parent. That will allow you to gain gratitude for everything you do. Now, I'm sure you're grateful as an adult. And at the same time, are you teaching this your children? If you are, that's great. If not yet, is it worth teaching? How to teach such a difficult concept, gratitude? Well, you see, what I believe in is that nowadays, children take pretty much most of what they have in their lives for granted. They expect to have pens, to be given pens at school. They expect to be given so-called freebies. They expect to have, in most families, to have dessert after their meal. They expect parents to give in, to buy chocolates, to give them treats. They expect. But do they really need that? Now, my question is, how to start teaching gratitude? First of all, it sounds cruel, but you will have to take something away from them. For example, one dinner missed the dessert, not as a punishment, but, as a learning curve. Well, we are not going to have dessert as a test to see how well we can do without one. Or to say something like, I'm curious, will I survive without one? How or who is willing to join me? Slowly but surely, you will see children joining in the challenge with you. Don't be surprised, you may receive quite a bit of resistance at the beginning, because expectations are expectations, but with time, they will enjoy the challenge. Because from my experience, looking after my own niece and working with children, No matter the age, children love challenges. Well, now, what about earning? Are we using the word earn, or is it best to present with the vocabulary something like deserve? Well, this is your choice, what you're going to choose. And at the same time, remember that these are not an easy concepts to teach. You know that my sincere advice would be remember you are doing as well as you can. And don't be shy to admit to your children that you are learning together with them. I found that this is extremely strong motivator. And again, it is okay to share things you find challenging. Possibly challenging for you is not to have a dessert or to share your feelings with your child. Either way, it isn't comfortable, but definitely worth doing it. It only brings you closer and builds stronger bridges between yourself and your children. Would those be your own children, children you work with, children you care for? Another question I have: how grateful for daily life achievements are you yourself? And how easy to notice your children? Sometimes it happens that children are very conscious of themselves. Some children are more than others. This is very tricky part to choose vocabulary correctly for you as an adult. I strongly advise to leave decision up to them. My mother asked, what about if your child resists something badly? She had in mind my niece reading. There is an opportunity to use rewards. And in cases like that, every word read or every small achievement must be noticed and must be celebrated. I am not saying you have to. Here I say you must. This slowly and surely will build your child's confidence. And in no time, you will notice how willing they are to go that extra step forward, how willing they are. When I say they, I mean children. They are ready to engage in the challenge. I'm sure you agree that in daily life, challenges are different. Learning, deserving, building relationships, contributing. My question is the question I would like to leave you with. Are you ready for the challenge yourself? Please don't be shy to comment in comments area. I will be only glad to engage in conversations with you. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day, week. Until next time. Your Child's Worth host, Rima Alexandra Vichute, on W.O.R.K.S World, Radio W.O.R.K.S World. Until next time. Goodbye.